Is Deadpool taking over for Nick Fury? You might be saying, what is this guy talking about? Well, hear me out. Hey everyone, welcome to Across Fiction. Today we're talking about movies, TV, and comics. Okay, pause. I just want to say this video was written, recorded, and edited before Deadpool and Wolverine was released in cinemas, so any spoilers or predictions here that might come true are just coincidental. Marvel released the trailer for Captain America Brave New World, the fourth installment in the film series, and picks up where the Falcon and Winter Soldier left off. If you didn't watch that Disney Plus hit, they basically retitled to Captain America and the Winter Soldier by the last episode, as Sam finally embraces his role as the new captain. A few interesting things happened in the trailer. Sam has a new suit, no surprise there, they gotta make new merch for the movie. Bucky is nowhere to be found, that is not weird at all, given all they've been through in the show. Everyone's favorite bad guy, Giancarlo Esposito, wreaks havoc and does bad guy stuff. Harrison Ford, who takes over for William Hurt, rest in power, as General Thunderbolt Ross, has a very prominent role. And at the end of the trailer, they tease Red Hulk swatting off Cap's shield. Spoilers, he's actually General Thunderbolt Ross, who got so sick of losing to the Hulk that he decided, fuck it, I'll just be the red one. I really find it interesting that they chose to tease this character reveal in the same month that Deadpool and Wolverine hits the theaters. Don't get me wrong, in no way is Marvel struggling to hype up Deadpool and Wolverine. Ryan Reynolds, and huge jacked man, has done a great job with that. Hashtag, let's fucking go! Sorry, got a little bit too passionate there. But I think this is a sign that the MCU is using a familiar tactic to keep things interesting. One that they first used all the way back in Phase 1. And that is having Nick Fury. I'm not talking about Sam Jackson Nick Fury, because after Secret Invasion, moving on. I'm talking about a Nick Fury, a character who subtly cameos across media, weaving connections in the universe more organically, and at the same time, builds up a high-level storyline. Remember those days when Nick Fury showing up meant bigger things? When the show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. actually had Nick Fury appear in one of the episodes, plus the events of that series coinciding with the big Hydra twist in Captain America Winter Soldier. I get it, Deadpool is the exact opposite of subtle. But with his knack for breaking the fourth wall, and Ryan Reynolds' charisma, it's not entirely impossible for him to fill this role. He's actually kind of perfect for it. Also, it helps that Deadpool can actually jump across universes now, as we've seen in the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer. This is through the Time Variance Authority, who were first introduced in another Disney Plus hit, Loki. This will help make Deadpool's appearances across those other movies and shows not as confusing. Of course, it goes without saying, this should be backed up by good writing and an overarching plan. I mean, you don't want him to show up just randomly like Wolverine did in all those 90s comic books, right? Right? Before we get into Deadpool's connections to some of the upcoming MCU projects, hit the like button. It goes a long way. If you're feeling generous, subscribe to Across Fiction for more content like this. But how would Deadpool connect to all the MCU projects that are lined up? Well, that leads me back to why the Red Hulk tease is interesting. You see, these two have a connection in the comics. They were both part of a Thunderbolts team. Not that one, not that, not this, or this. No, the Thunderbolts team I'm talking about is none other than Thunderbolts Red. If you're wondering why it's called that, and these covers doesn't somehow give it away, I don't know what will. Led by the Red Hulk, this version consisted of anti-heroes and reformed villains, such as Punisher, Agent Venom, Elektra, and of course, Deadpool. By the way, this is one of my favorite teams in Marvel, tied with the Dark Avengers. Growing up in the 90s, I've always had a soft spot for anti-heroes. The team even added Ghost Rider in later issues, which just turned up the badass level to over 9,000! They're basically the Black Ops team that's willing to do anything to get the job done. kind of like the X-Force to the X-Men, who coincidentally they clashed with in a few issues. That's a bit too much black and red. This team usually operated with a no mercy policy, often putting them at odds with more traditional hero teams like the Avengers. Interestingly, Ross, or Red Hulk, will also make an appearance in the MCU adaptation of Thunderbolts, set to release in 2025. Now, who's to say he won't make an appearance in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie? Going back to the Red Team lineup, the other members of this team have already made cinematic debuts and even have upcoming shows and movies. So there's not even a lack of opportunity for Deadpool to cameo and make the universe feel more connected. Or feel connected again? I guess it depends who you ask. It's already confirmed that the Netflix Punisher, played by Olympic screamer John Bernthal,
the greatest of all time. You don't think that adds pressure? With your big fucking man
will appear in the Daredevil Born Again series coming in 2025. After the butchering of Daredevil and She-Hulk, really? The walk of shame? Marvel is probably, hopefully, course correcting and will try to get back to the grittier feel that the original Netflix universe was known for. And who better to make that stamp of approval than the star of the first rated R MCU film, Deadpool? Let's be honest. Elektra being part of that same universe will probably make an appearance. Oops, wrong one. Nope, not that one. No. Nope. There you go. Yeah, she'll probably show up. Okay, this one's a bit of a leap, but the upcoming Venom The Last Dance in 2024 is set to finish that trilogy. But maybe just for Eddie Brock. If this last one makes some money, dollars to donuts, they will try to continue the winning streak that has been the Sony not-so-Spider-Man universe. Agent Venom is a different enough version of the character, one that's familiar but more badass, to make the spider senses tingle again. Venom with guns? Are you kidding me? Fuck yes. Not to mention, Deadpool used to be the host of the Venom symbiote. Ghost Rider has had movie and TV appearances before, but those really weren't good. Anyway, I'm hoping they develop a different version of the character. He is supernatural, so he can show up in Agatha All Along, releasing in 2024, or in Blade, that is set to release. Never mind. But yes, the stars are lining up to make this happen. I think Deadpool, the Marvel Jesus, as he called himself in one of those trailers, is the right person to bring back the MCU. With the direction going towards multiverses, who better to champion that than the guy who literally has a team made up of other versions of himself? Or maybe this is just me trying to manifest a live-action adaptation of one of the most badass teams in Marvel history. So, what do you think? Could it be possible that Marvel is setting up Deadpool as the new Nick Fury-esque character? Do you think Red Hulk will make a cameo in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie? Or will Deadpool show up in Captain America, Brave New World, or even Thunderbolts? Let us know in the comments. If you like this video, you know which buttons to press. There are also some videos there and there that you can enjoy. Subscribe and follow. Until next time, we'll see you across fiction.